Hey guys, welcome back. I was just doing a bit of inventing while I was waiting, and realized I had forgotten to make one combination. Oh no, I already did make that. I thought I'd forgotten that. Yeah, well. Yeah, so I was playing as a bit on Monday and Tuesday. I didn't progress any further, obviously. I didn't even really do all that much grinding of weapons. I was mostly just playing Spheda. I got the Spheda medal on all the different floors of the previous dungeons. Defeat all enemies with Max's gun? Yep, I can do that. Max's gun is sufficiently powerful. Oh man, I remember the first time I saw that stealing from the Auntie Medusa, and it said stole potato cake. I thought it said stole potato pie, and I was like, I can grind defense of items? And I realized it was potato cake, the fishing item, so, you know, nowhere near as impressive. Not even a particularly good fishing item. Not a whole lot of fish like it. This way is a dead end, so I might as well do it first. Yeah, so there's like there's a subset for this game in the retro achievements. Two actually. One of them I'm not gonna touch, at least until I've beaten the game and I've done everything else. One of them though is Spheda Master, to get the second and third prizes on each individual level. I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna be grinding anyway. Try that. So I just switch over to that subset whenever I'm grinding like that. There's another one for Monster Transformation, which I'm not gonna do until I beat the game, honestly. I did, however, now that I mention it, get a bunch of transformation badges while I was at it. Most of these you get either from all of these ones, other than the undead, you get from giving a monster things through a gift capsule. Like you just load things into the gift capsule and throw it. Like with the rat, you put 3 cheese in a gift capsule, throw it at them, and they've got a little music note above their head. Once you kill them, you get their transformation medallion. With the skeleton, you just had to kill it with holy water. So I feel like that's the one most people got without even realizing it. Yeah, I don't plan on grinding those or leveling them until I'm literally, like, pretty much at the end of the game. Because, oh my god, no. They're not good. Like, it's not a good mechanic because they share their HP with Monica. So you can't just, mess around with them. Because you'll fucking die. And, like, they have the ability to, like, do certain status ailments that you can't do through weapons, but it's not worth it. They just suck. Really, the only reason I ever do anything with monster transformation is for the metal goals for certain areas that are like defeat all enemies with monster transformation. And fuck, to get one of the transformation medallions, you need to throw 3 diamonds at a certain monster. I'm like, damn! Oh, petrified. Like, the total of my ideas on monster transformation is it was an interesting idea, but poorly executed. Like, if they were gonna go to the trouble of giving each monster transformation its own stats, they should have had their HP be separate from Monica. Or even just have it be like, your monster transformation has, instead of HP, it has energy, kind of like the ride pod does. Where it has fuel, and it's just once the energy runs out, you can't use it again until, like, the next floor. Like, it's not even you have an item that can recover it, like with ride pod fuel. Just straight up, can't use it again until another floor. And you could make each individual transformation have, like, small, like, a certain amount, or it be shared amongst them all. Depends on how you do it, but, like, that would have been a way to balance it to make it somewhat useful while still being restrictive.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
Oh, sweet. Got the shortest wave out goal, too. Anyway, another game I was playing while I was... while I wasn't streaming the other day, I've been playing some Drakengard, just because I kind of got in the mood for, like... First I was playing some Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, which is my favorite Dynasty Warriors game ever. I know it's not the actual best one, but it's my favorite one. I don't care. And then I realized that there wasn't a retro achievement set for it, but there was an achievement set for Drakengard. I'm like, oh, well, you know what? Drakengard is a bad game, like, for gameplay-wise, but it's still a good game story-wise, so yeah, sure, I'll play that. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll stream this too. Maybe I'll stream this. Then, after playing it for half an hour, I'm like, I will stream this. After I grinded a lot, because, like I said, that game, functionally, is garbage. Like, oh my god. Kavya could not make a good game to save their lives. But, oh my god. So much fun. Like, the story, oh, I'm gonna have so much fun just talking about the story and everything while playing that game. Because I love the story of, like, the Drakengard universe. And I've got all kinds of theories. Because that's my favorite kind of game, is one that, like, you can legitimately theorize about and have fun, like, talking to people about how you think certain things are. Like, that's one of the things I love about the Kingdom Hearts series. Is, fucking a friend of mine and me, we would always, like, we'd play those games together because we just had a lot of fun, like being like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Oh, is this gonna happen next? What does this mean? Oh, does this mean this? Like, we had played them independently of each other. Then, like, a couple years ago, we were like, let's just play through everything together. And it was like, yeah, no, that sounds like fun. Because, like, 2.8 had come out, and we were like, let's just marathon through all of them before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And it was a lot of fun. And fucking, we came up with a theory. And came up with some good support for it. And a lot of our other mutual friends were like, nah, that's stupid. And then fucking Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and we were fucking right! And we were... It was like, the stupid joke theory we came up with was totally true. Like, and then we were like, okay, now here's a stupid joke theory that can't really disprove, but man, if it's true... It was a lot of fun. I love doing that kind of thing. Like, that's actually what... I think the first game I ever really did that with was Legend of Zelda. I loved theorizing about the Zelda timeline before Nintendo put out that book, and then Hyrule Historia, and ruined everything with their bad timeline. Ugh. I could go at length about how much I dislike that timeline. Specifically because the 3-point split at Ocarina of Time is just wrong. Just no. No. You can't have a defeated hero timeline, because that can't happen concurrently with the other two timelines. It's not how a timeline works. That's different, like, realities and dimensions. It's not fucking timelines. Oh man, I'm like I said, I've got opinions on that. But I'll leave it there. Anyways, what I actually meant to get to was I really liked theorizing things, like just reading up different facts and like coming up with ideas, and then looking up what facts would support or contradict that theory. Like, you know, the scientific process, essentially. I find it really fun. And because we're just theorizing about video games, it doesn't really matter if you're right or wrong. It's just having fun. That's why I never understand people who get bent out of shape about that kind of thing. I'm just like, dude, I'm just doing this to have fun. If I'm right, cool. If I'm wrong, whatever. But, like, fucking... Dragoneer is so good for that. Because it's the kind of game that really rewards theorizing about things. Without you having to theorize about things. Like, Kingdom Hearts requires fucking basically homework to be able to understand what's going on. To the point it was a total meme right before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out about whether you were prepared for Kingdom Hearts 3, and it's just like, yes, I've got my thesis paper prepared. But whereas, like, the Dragoneer games, it's like, each game you can completely enjoy on its own. Like, every single game, other than Drakengard 2, which isn't actually canon, is totally standalone. You could play it without having played any other game in the series, and still enjoy it. It's just there's extra things that you get from having played these other games and knowing about what goes on. Um,
Alright.
and
That takes
if
care
you
of you
have, and you've got like a theorist mind about it, you get these like aha moments, which are the fucking best. Like I fucking love those aha moments you get when something just clicks in your place and you're like, wait, could that mean? That's so good. Like, this won't mean anything to anyone who doesn't know about, like, the Draconeer stuff. But I was playing, what's the name of it? The Nier mobile game. Which is quite fun. It's not amazing, and it doesn't work well on my devices, because my devices are shit, but I was playing through them, having fun, you know, seeing a bunch of different storylines that totally fit, they totally fit in tone-wise with everything that goes on in Draconeer, aka the tone is fucking dark and drastic, and no one's gonna have a good time ever. But, you know, and all in all, it didn't really have much to do with the other games in the Draconeer series, like, meta-series. Like, there were a couple things that were, you know, if you squinted, you could kind of come up with something on that, but not really, like, a whole lot. Then you got to this one character's story where they were literally fighting giant white flowers. And that, I looked at that and I was like, oh, that's fucking important. That's really fucking important. Because in the Nier series specifically, Drakengard as well, but specifically in Nier, white flowers are well, actually no, is it specifically in Nier specific? Well, okay, story significance. Like, as much as a regular. Okay, Drakengard 3, they are the most important. Then after that, it would be Nier Automata, and then Drakengard, which I don't know even has them. But there's just a white flower called the Lunar Tear in Drakengard that is very important. Specifically Drakengard 3. It is very important in Drakengard 3. And I saw white flowers as, like, an enemy, and I was like, this is really fucking important! And I pointed it out to someone, and they were like, I didn't even think of that! What the fuck? And I'm like, right? Those kind of aha... Oh, God. I didn't realize... Oh, I should have hit that harder. Fuck! But, like I said, those kind of aha moments where, like, a thing just clicks, it's one of my favorite parts about, like, playing video games. Like, it's just, oh my god, what does it mean? Not even the this means this, but the what does this mean? Does this mean something? Look at this. That's why whenever I'm playing this game as well, I'm like always asking questions. I'm like, wait, what? All this time travel bullshit? What happened with this? Was this like this? What does all this mean? Because I like to figure out how worlds work, how things are connected, all that kind of stuff. Because I find it interesting. Some people are like, well, I mean, you're ruining the game doing it like that. I'm like, no, I'm just adding another layer of the game. Make it understand. Bridge block. 3. Hey. Oh, that was for the Foundation. Just someone had to reside in Venetia. Oh, I guess the one in question marks is probably they have to be next to a shop boat. Alright, alright. Oh, wow, what the fuck? Oh, the slowdown. Why? But yeah, anyway, that's why I think it'd be real fun to play Drakengard on stream, because while I won't be talking ahead of the game, I will be able to give context for things that people say, because Drakengard is one of those games that only really starts making sense on the second or third playthrough, which is fine, because the game is specifically designed to be played through multiple times. But it's not the most conducive to a first-time player, which is why a lot of people didn't play Drakengard. That, and as I said before, it plays like dog shit. It's basically a Dynasty Warriors game, but bad. Like really bad. It's not god-awful, but it's like how Rule of Rose is like a fantastic story, but just dog shit to play. Like, there's a couple games like that where it's like the story like is amazing and like or like the atmosphere, like they've got one thing about the game or even two things like so good, but it plays like dog shit. Like, that's a surprisingly common thing in video games. At least I find it that way. And it's not even in the way of, like, a Dark Souls style game, where, or like, a Kaizo Mario, where it's like, oh, this is so hard, but that's part of the experience in a, it's the best movie I never want to watch again kind of way, like there are for movies. There's not really a good analog for that, except for maybe just like, God, the Lord of the Rings movies are great, but they're so fucking long. That's like the closest analog I can think of to where a game is great, but it sucks to play. Like, I don't really think there's anything outside of video games that has that kind of correlation. Like, maybe... No, I can't even. Like, I was thinking, oh, maybe something along the lines of it's like, working out. Like, it's rough at first, but you feel great afterwards. And I'm like, no, that's not really the case. Like, that's not really a great comparison. It's okay, but it's not like, you don't do, like, exercise for entertainment. You do it for health. So it doesn't really match up. Yeah, there's so many specific kinds of experiences that are entirely unique to video games. And that's not even just within, like, the whole it being an interactive medium, it's just the ways you can feel about a video game can be very different from how you feel about other media. Oh wait, actually, I think I did just think of a kind of corollary to the it's a great game but it plays like shit. it's like if you love a movie, but or no, you love a character's acting in a certain movie, but that movie is absolute shit. Or like there's one character that whose performance just ruins the movie for you, but everything other than that is great. I guess that's the closest I can come to with a comparison. Without going into like art house stuff like that Andy Warhol film that is just like an 8-hour recording of the Empire State Building, which is stupid. Like that's one of those things where it's just like I don't get it. Is my reaction. Like I kind of get it, but like it doesn't work for me. I don't go that's art. I go that's ostentatious. I don't know. A lot of more modern art, I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, I think any piece of art that you need to explain to someone for them to understand, it's not good art. Just like with any other piece of media, if you need it explained to you to appreciate it, it's not doing a good job of conveying its message. Like, there is a legitimate case for, like, telling someone you just didn't get it, but that is not entirely on the fault of the viewer. A medium has to be able to present its message properly, or else it's not doing its job. But there is also the case of a certain piece not really being intended for certain audiences. There's plenty of stuff that's like that, and I'm like, ah, nope, totally get that. It's just not for me. And not in the, oh yeah, no, that kind of thing. I don't really like it. It's not for me. But in the, no, I get this. It's just not for me. It was never intended for me unless I don't get like what the intended reaction was. Like I don't get that reaction coming from me. I'm fine with that. Anyway, enough talking about Dragon Guard, because like I was saying, I was also playing a bit of Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, which I said is my favorite Musou game, and it absolutely is. Like, I put maybe about 40 hours into that game at first, just to beat, like, the official mode, which is the storylines of Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta Gundam, and Double Zeta Gundam. And honestly, that game, that official mode, that's what made me want to watch Gundam to begin with. Like, I had watched some of Wing and Seed when I was younger, just because they were on. Only a bit of Wing, because it was only on, like, late at night on the Space Network. But, I had watched, Seed was actually in a good time slot for me in like, an anime block when I was a teenager. Fuck! And I was like, oh yeah, no, this is anime, yeah, this is cool. But I never actually really like went out of my way to seek out other Gundam series. But fuck did Mobile Suit Gundam specifically Mobile Suit Gundam 2, ever make me really want to actually check out the series that took place in it, because its official mode just literally brings you through a Cliff Notes version of the first three series: Mobile Suit Gundam, Zeta Gundam, and Double Zeta Gundam. And goddamn, they are good. Like, those are good shows. Though, I will mention that I still have never finished watching Double Zeta Gundam. The furthest I've gotten is like 10 episodes, cause that series starts out as dog shit. Oh my god. It's so bad. Oh man, I'm kind of surprised I got that one. Sweet. Yeah, no, like the first 10 or so episodes of Double Zeta Gundam are not good. It's really a matter of, like, the tone of it is way too light. Like, that's fine, I guess, but, like, it's as if you were watching freaking, like... Oh, man. Like, the whiplash of going from the final couple episodes of Zeta Gundam to the first couple episodes of Double Zeta Gundam... It's like going from... It's like going from the final episodes of Digimon Tamers to the first couple episodes of Digimon Data Squad. Like, such completely different tone. Like, people dealing with, like, death and hardship and all kinds of horrible thing to, like, a fucking buddy comedy, essentially. Like, that's the kind of tonal shift we're looking at here. Yeah, no, it's like watching something like Point Break, and then you follow that up with Rush Hour 2, thinking it was Point Break 2. That's the kind of fucking... Like, holy fucking shit, what the fuck? Like, I'm not saying I've gotta have freaking, like, bloodshed and shit, but, like, no one dies for, like, the first 10 episodes. Like, things, situations that should be, like, deadly and stuff are, like, people throwing fruits at a mobile suit that's attacking them, and then the mobile suit trips and falls. Like, no. And all this time, Camille is still in a fucking coma from the end of Zeta Gundam. Spoilers, but it's a fucking 40-year-old anime at this point. Get over it. He's in a coma, and fucking... At this, like, it's just so fucking weird. Like, we just saw, at the end of Zeta Gundam, we saw a three-way war coming to a fucking head. Hundreds, if not thousands, of people dying. Ah, right, you're in my party. Look at Gerald in my party again. Like, fucking Camille having to kill someone he loved. All that kind of shit. And then we got fucking Judo Ashta and his friends, where a bunch of fucking punks who are skipping school and causing trouble. It's just so, like, what the fuck, where did this come from? And everyone just fucking puts up with this bullshit. I'm like,
right? If Camille did half this shit, you would have kicked his ass. Because that's another thing about, like, the major tonal differences for at the beginning of the show. Mobile Suit Gundam, it started with the fucking, the side, or space station that they were living on, was attacked by Zeon forces. And the entirety of, like, the population had to evacuate. Tons of people died, including military personnel. Like, they all evacuated onto a military spaceship. Or at least, all the people we follow. Were evacuating on a military spaceship, and almost all of the crew were either killed or critically injured. Couldn't run anything. So, a bunch of civilians had to step up, and, you know, like a civilian pilot took over piloting duties. Just people who are able-bodied started working comms and guns. So it didn't have a really rigid military structure, even though it was a military vessel, and it had more of like a found family kind of feel to it. But they still, like, had to deal with the military that they were working for, because, like, even after they found a place for, like, the refugees to get off, all these people just kind of felt responsibility for, like, continuing on, like, kind of a mission to drop off this ship where it belongs. And, I don't know, it just kind of snowballed into it, and then it was like, well, in for a penny, in for a pound kind of thing. Like, they were like, we've got to protect, like, these people we've been with, you know, it just kind of, it was a lot of people going along with what they felt they needed to do at the end of the day. But, like I said, that led to less military structure and more of like a family one among this crew. So everything was a bit upbeat, but they were still soldiers in a war. These things kind of came to a head at certain points. Very interesting dynamic. Second series, it was more full military, like, and it was interesting that the Earth Federation, who were, you know, the people that our main characters were on the side of in the first series, were now painted as the bad guys. And it's like, they weren't painted like free of guilt to begin with in the first one. Like, there were a bunch of times that were really contentious, but like, their introduction in the first couple episodes of Zeta Gundam, they're fucking terrible. And it's like, wow, you can really see why the Zeon forces exist, why these people in space thought they had to rebel against the Earth Federation. And we see Camille joining the AU, kind of third force in this. Well, second, because Zeon had been effectively defeated at the end of Gundam. And the AU kind of took over. They were, like, the Anti-Earth United Group, or something like that. It was basically just like how Zeon started, where they just wanted, basically rights for spacers and their own autonomy. Zeon started, well, before it was Zeon, like, before the Zabi family took over, that's what they intended the whole time. Like, it essentially started with an uprising because people just couldn't take it anymore. Like, an armed uprising due to the horrible conditions they were all put through. And then it got kind of, it got just a little bit Nazi-ish near the end there. But you know, that's when it got, like, kind of corrupted and everything, and blah blah But yeah, we see, yeah, this is definitely why they felt they had to fight in the beginning, and now we're joining the Ayuk, who are just fighting for people's rights. But Camille joins them, and he's joining a strict military structure. So whenever he starts acting out kind of like Amuro did in the first series, he just gets the shit kicked out of him. Like, I think episode 5 or something, like, he literally just disobeys direct orders, and just a bunch of guys, like, start beating him up and, like, knock him to the ground and start just kicking him. Like, just beating the ever-loving shit out of him. And it's like, yeah, I can see why. Like, that's fucked up and, like, indicative of military culture, but at the same time, he could get a lot of people killed if he just went around doing whatever he wanted. So, yeah, I kind of get that. And then Judo Ashta just literally steals the Zeta Gundam at the beginning of Double Zeta Gundam, and Bright just lets him get away with it. And they're like, you should join our crew! And I'm just like, Bright, what the fuck? I know you're hard up for pilots, but what the fuck? I mean, Bright is like, oh, I think this kid's a new type. Like Amuro and Camille. But still, what the fuck, Bright? Like, it definitely gets better, because, like I said, it was one of the official stories in Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2 that got me initially interested. Mainly because of two characters. Elpio Puru. And yes, that is one name for two characters. Because it's all about Elpio Puru and her clone, Puru 2. It becomes a really fucking compelling story about identity, what it means to be a person, like all this really interesting stuff. But that's way later on, and it's really hard to deal with the first couple, because it never got an official dub, so I have to actually watch it. I can't just put it on in the background and listen to it while I do something else. Fuck! I got two up in arms of a Double Zeta Gundam. I fucked up my shot. Oh. Like I said before about Zelda, I've got opinions. Opinions are a thing I have in spades when it comes to certain series. But anyway, yeah. That game just, and its official storylines were just like I said, it was basically a cliff notes of the shows, and they were fucking compelling. So I just fucking, like I said, a bit after playing through that, I actually just straight up watched through the entirety of Mobile Suit Gundam. My first reaction to which being, holy shit, Seed is just a total ripoff of the first series. Put a pin in this.
Oh, what's all this?
It's one of those murals called Moon of Destruction. They discovered a whole bunch of them in my era, too.
Moon of Destruction.
They show an imaginary world.
Oh, it's that
where
thing
the
from
moon
the title
comes
screen.
crashing down, destroying mankind. Nobody's been able to figure out why there are so many of these things, or what purpose they served.
Wow. What's the point of so many murals, all exactly the same?
Well, it's obviously a warning.
Maybe the ancient people were trying to tell us something with these murals.
Yes, that someone's gonna try to drop a moon on the planet.
Tell us something?
Oh, I don't know. It's just a hunch. Something about them makes me think so, I guess.
You guys are fucking idiots.
Whoa!
Shingala?
Oh, Shingara!
Look, there's something on his head.
What is it?
I think I know what it might be.
How? Shingala, what's going on? Shingala, stop it!
It's no use. Look at Shingala's head. There's some kind of device there. I think he's being controlled by it.
Huh? Look out!
He's not gonna listen to us.
Run away! Run away!
Shingala! Run for it, pal!
That's not the Shingala you knew anymore! Pull the trigger!
What's happened to Shingala? He doesn't recognize me. It's not that. You saw the strange device on his head? I'm sure that it's controlling him.
We've gotta think of some way to get it off of him.
Maybe the people at Luna Lab will know a way.
Yes, exactly. They might be able to help us. Let's go.
I was kind of hoping. Because anyone you can get on the train, like, generally turns around and, like, does a pose whenever you do the big, like, you take out your camera. So I was like, I'll just bring this out. And he'll be like, yeah! Oh god, this is the worst day of my life. Pulls out camera. Yeah! Oh yeah, I should see if I can find... What was that? What was that scoop about the fucking ghost? Oh, it was a palm tree. Like, what did we just take a picture of? Okay. Band. Yep. Sorry about that. I just had to actually look through this because I've never had to ban anyone before. Really sure how to do it. Right, I'm going to Luna Labs. Probably the purple, or is it the red one? I don't know which one I'm supposed to go to. I've got them all unlocked instead of only one or two. Ah, cutscene. That's a good sign.
Oh, who are you? Are you a Luna Lab researcher?
Indeed. I'm Osmond, and I'm one of the top researchers at Luna Lab.
God, this character, fucking Osmond being here raises so many fucking questions because he was one of the playable characters in the first game. Is this the same character? It brings up so many fucking questions that I just choose to ignore it and view the two games as being entirely separate, because honestly, it's not worth the thought process.
Can I help you?
Really? That's great. We need your help. Could you lend us a hand?
My hand? Oh, here you are. So this sea dragon is under mind control.
I mean, if Osmond is a robot here, that, like, the original Osmond built, then I'm like, oh, alright, okay, sure. This is just far in the future. Though, maybe Max's original time is in the past of Tone's time. Who knows?
Well, in that case, we'll have to short out the device that's attached to its head.
Yeah, shorting it out would work, but how?
To do that, there's an old invention that I think may help. An electric worm!
Electric worm?
Everybody do the electric worm.
Feed it to the dragon. When he eats this worm, it'll send a strong electric pulse that'll short out the device on his head.
You know, Osmond, that sounds like it'll cause more problems than it solves.
Great!
No, Max. No, it's not great. Sending a violent electrical suit through any species' head, not great.
Hey, wait a minute. Do Shigura even eat worms?
Monica, that is also not the biggest problem with this.
Good point. Shigura definitely eats fish, but maybe not worms.
Alright, I have to fish something up using the electric fish now, and then feed it that fish.
In that case, feed the worm to a fish first.
Oh wait, or maybe I feed it to something in my aquarium.
Then feed the fish to the Shigura. How's that?
Sounds good.
But wait, how are we gonna get a fish to eat that worm thing?
That's your
You always
problem.
have to be so negative. I bet you don't have too many friends.
You know, Osmond, you're not wrong about Monica at all. You can't just say that. Also, you're entirely sidestepping what she asked you.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
First you catch a fish, right? And then what you need to get the fish to eat the electric worm is an aquarium. Fish pick and choose their bait when you're fishing, but in an aquarium, they'll eat almost anything.
Because they're entirely at your whims. You can starve them if you want.
You already have one. Well, that makes things easier. Feed the electric worm to a fish in the aquarium. The fish will become electrically charged, and then you feed that to the Shigura. Simple, isn't it? Good luck. I hope it all works out.
Okay, thanks, Dr. Osmond.
Did he ever mention that he's a doctor? I don't think he did. Wait, why did he say I can't lie? Like, whenever we were talking to him earlier and he said that, I was like, oh yeah, no, the electric worm, that's what was used to mind control Shigura. And I'm like, wait, no, this is what you used to solve that problem. Why were you embarrassed about working on the electric worm? Is it because it's stupid? It is pretty stupid. Also, I should look around for miracle chests. Running around at the speed of sound. I won't run away. Got more authority. Hey. I'm just gonna look around the bridge. Don't think there's chests in any of the labs yet, or in any first lab. And if there are, I'll pick them up later. I'm not having a real problem with dying right now, so getting all of the items like right in this moment isn't a big priority. Alright. Cake pie. With parfait. Down. Aquarium. Fishing tank. Just have more fish in here. You die. Oh no, there's one hiding there at the bottom right. Got it. Everybody do the electric worm. Alright. That'll do. And it became a completely different kind of fish! Yeah, what? Do I not remove it from the tank? Maybe. I thought that removing it from the tank would have bagged my inventory, but maybe not. Actually, probably gotta talk to Pal. Might have to talk to Pal. Nope. Alright. Alright, mini boss fight time. Let's go. Let's go. Do I have any achievements for a specific way of beating Shingala? Let's see. Nope. Just for beating him. And getting the scoop. Right.
Max, put the electric fish in Shingala's mouth.
I'll do my best.
Get up on the Hydra's back! Yeah. Oh, no. Good. I just beat on it until it falls down and then I put it in his mouth. Aha. Alright. Thank you for the hint. That's what I was going to try. There he is. Come on. Man, that was a very generous window.
Shingala!
And unsurprisingly, giving it a violent electroshock to the brain killed it.
Shingala!
Not actually dead, but would you be surprised?
It worked!
I wouldn't.
The device is off!
Yeah!
Yay!
Is he alright? He's really exhausted.
We'd better get him back to the water.
I need the water.
What are you doing following us in your condition? Huh? I told you it was dangerous, didn't I? What am I gonna do with you? Max, Monica, I have a favor to ask. Go to the seashore where the other Shigura are and bring back some medicine that will work on Shingala. I can't get away from here myself.
Oh boy. Okay, pal. We'll do it. We'll be back.
But even if we do find this beach where the Shigura are, how are we gonna find the medicine? It might help if we could talk to the other Shigura.
Maybe we can.
I got an idea.
Huh?
Aha!
Oh yeah, Luna Lab!
Yep.
I bet they can knock something together that'll let us talk to the sea dragons.
I bet you're right.
Huh? Really? Yeah, couldn't find that. Oh. Alright, well, let's now go check on all of the other lunar labs and see if any of them have a translation device. Because there was one I couldn't even go into before. I think it was this one. No, it was not. This was the first one I went in. Pretty keen. Ah, here we are.
Hey there, I'm Dr. Knob.
What a knobhead!
I'm the head researcher here.
But you're a...
Shorty!
I know what you're thinking. What's a kid doing in a place like this, right?
Yeah, how come?
You shouldn't judge a book by its cover. This lab relies on sheer ability.
I'm 10,000 years old, I'll have you find. A legal shota, if you
The
will.
more brains you have, the higher your position. It's only natural.
Yeah, that's not really how scientific institutes work. Because having a high position means you need to, like, order other people around. And, like, make sure they're all doing good individual work. Being a really good researcher, it actually kind of detracts from that kind of position, because you can't do your own research whenever you're dealing with other people's shit.
So that means you're the smartest person here then?
I guess you could say that. By the way, I know about you folks recovering the origin points Griffin destroyed. And now you're on the quest to restore the world. I just had the computer run an analysis. I even know what you're searching for.
What? Really? A device to talk to sea dragons, right?
Sea dragons? I thought you wanted Bulma's panties. What?
Huh? Don't you want to go 10,000 years in the past?
Oh, well, that too.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. We're kind of doing a side quest right now.
But first, we need a machine to let us talk to those sea dragons.
Look, once we do all the side quests, then we'll continue on with the main quest, Mr. Nerd. You obviously have never played an RPG before.
A Shigura translation device. We already have one of those.
There's one already?
Yes, Shigura are very important creatures to us here at the lab. Once a year, they come from the South Island to the shore here. When they do, they bring a stone called the Luna Stone with them. That stone has the mysterious ability to rapidly increase human brain power.
I feel like you could have mined those stones yourself.
Thanks to the Luna Stone, this lab is home to the world's best thinkers.
Also, you just, admitted that you guys are all doping your brains.
So it's vital that we be able to communicate with the Shigura too. That's why we've already developed a Shigura translation device. Hey, you!
Yes, sir?
Go get me the shell talkie.
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Here you go.
So we can talk to the sea dragons with this.
Well, sort of. You'll only be able to understand Shigura with a comparatively high level of intelligence. Not Shigura children, for example.
I guess that means a chat with Shingala is out. Thanks, Dr. Knob. We'll be back.
We see what you were going to do, players. No, you can't just use the item on the fucking Shingala.
See you then.
A-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, back to the past. Play the awesome golf that kicks ass. Alright. Back to what I was talking about like half an hour ago. Fucking Double Zeta Gundam. God damn. I hate it so much. Okay. Yeah. Any of this stuff? No, just the murals? Yeah, just the murals. Attack and defeat all enemies using Max's right-hand weapon. Don't think I'll be able to do that. and it has the white seal, so ride pod it is. Trying to get out my blades. Sha 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 sha. Make some sashimi. Ha ha cha cha cha. Sha 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 sha. Say sha sha sha. Sha 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 sha. Man, I can definitely say without question. Oh, turkey. Alright. I would not have gotten into Gundam like I had if not for Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. That game just... Like, I spent like 40 hours playing a bit of mission mode and all of the original mode, and then I probably sunk another at least 100 hours into just mission mode. There's so much content. And that's all with just one character in mission mode. Where you can play as every character in the game. Which is a lot of characters. I think there's like 20-some playable characters in mission mode. I don't know. There's a lot. Unfortunately, you can't pilot any of the the mobile armors like Big Zan or the Psycho Gundam or the Psycho Gundam Mark II or like the closest to any of that you can pilot is what Shirako piloted. But nothing so good. And each character has their own I think it's only like 5 missions, but they have their own specific storyline in mission mode. Again, it's only like 5 missions long, but that's not nothing. Jit. Okay, let's try giving it a little... And a hut, and a... Hey! Fuck. Oh, oh! Oh, looking good. Oh, that was a good shot. Alright. Unfortunately, I can't just shoot it straight down there. But I might be able to manage this. Depends where this bounces. Ooh. Ooh, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be real fucking tight. Let's just give this up to there. Oh, nice shot might be too far. Yeah, nice shot's way too far. Alright, time for a Hail Mary. Well, actually, maybe if I... Okay, not this one. Let's get out this one. Let's throw a bunch of wind crystals in there. I think that helps with hooking and slice. Not certain, but whatever. Alright, so now let's try and get in here. Giving it a heavy hook. Oh yeah! Fucking gotcha, bitch! The crowds go fucking wild. Oh, it feels good to be a gangster. Oh, a little powder. Nice. Ah, yes, that's the Star Road. Yeah, I had completely forgotten that the shitty mechanic for this area for Spheda is the water. The ball basically can't bounce out of the water. Like, it can, like, once, maybe, but it definitely can't roll in the water. Alright, alright. 5 more actual levels and then the boss, so I should be able to finish this tonight, probably. Or at least get up to the boss. Defeat all enemies using only items? No. I could. Got enough items on me, but no. Oh, I should have gone back to the train first. My right pot's damaged. And so are my swords. And I got a good amount of XP fucking stocked up. I can get the next core upgrade. Orange. It's a fucking... It's a Viking. Sooty? I had forgotten all about these palette swap enemies. Alright. Swap over to... Oh, the machine guns. Yeah. Ah, oh, fuck, it's a molar! Ah! It's very satisfying to do that. Is it juvenile? Certainly. But it's still fun. It's like slurping drinks or soup. It tastes better that way. Why? I don't know. But it does. It definitely does. This weapon's so garbage. But it's fun. Those are chill stones. I was like, damn, what the fuck is that? It's just the lighting in this area. It's just a chill stone. Alright. Now, cannonball out. Smashy, smashy! Smashy, smashy! And you can see why I love just randomly grinding in this game. It's a fun little just romp through. There's so many different kinds of weapons and like what you can build up into that you can just mess around with. Just fun. It's a fun game. She's smashy. Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. God, I just watched Shrek Retold, that like fan remake of Shrek on YouTube. God, it's fun. I can't call it good by any measure of the word, but it's fun. Like, its badness is part of what makes it fun. Like, some people took it fairly seriously and actually, you know, did their part well. Other people just fucking memed all over it. And I think both approaches are valid when it comes to Shrek. Ooh, absorption coin. Alright. Get rid of that caution symbol. Actually, you know what? Is this something I could take a picture of? It really feels like it should be. Like, it's got some kind of fucking mystical symbol here. It's not just a pond like it was in a lot of the other areas. Like, this is a fucking thing. Like, in the first area, it was literally just, like, a little pond. In the second, it was a giant conch shell, which was like, okay. I honestly didn't even raise an eyebrow at it. Third area was kind of like this, but it was, like, halfway between what's here and just a regular pond. So I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, let's give this one a hook. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. All right. And, hook. I want to give this one a hook because I don't want to go right on top of the field. Oh, that's perfect. I can just tap it in. And by tap it in, I mean full force right into the hole. Fuck yeah, with an extra. Got a birdie. Yeah, see, this is what I mean about, like, you getting the RNG for speed up. Like, that was a real simple, easy set of strokes. Oh, another absorption coin. And sometimes, like, once when I was grinding in Balance Valley, the sphere and the ball and the distortion it was supposed to go into were literally right next to each other, but there was a wall between them. And because they were right next to each other, it only gave me one stroke. So that one was literally impossible. like, with the, like, most drivery of all the clubs, maybe it would be possible, but not feasible at all. Oh no, a red seal. I meant to exit the dungeon. Go back to the train. Move to the train. Let's repair the ride pod and upgrade it. New core. And another shield kit. Alright. Cave. Here without healing. Oh, that's not going to be hard at all. Because I'm going to be using my totally legitimate armlet. Oh. Oh, well, that would have made it difficult to do before breaking the seal, if I didn't have my totally legitimate armlet. Was that a ghost just now? Yeah, it totally is a ghost. I mean, it's just a palette swap of the... I forget what they were called in the first area. The guys that pirouetted. Ow. Well. There goes that going for now. Is it Night Barons? It might have been Night Barons. Wait, is their name Ragstink? Game? What the fuck? Ragstink? Ew, stinky rags. Pew pew. I'm still just thinking about Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. There was so much to do in that game in mission mode. Because there were all kinds of, like, generic missions that anyone could do. Each character had their own 5 sets of 5 story missions. Or maybe, was it 10? I think it was 5, but it could have been up to 10. That told, like, their own story of... It might have... I'm not certain what it was for all the characters. For Hero Yui, who I spent most of my time playing as, it was a continuation of his story from... Sorry, I had to sneeze. A continuation of his story from the end of Gundam Wing. Well, from the end of Endless Waltz, specifically. Where he continued trying to make the future that Zero shows him a reality.
Looks like we got them all.
You may have noticed the change in tone I used there. That's because his winning phrase, whenever, I don't remember every example of like when a character would do their winning phrase, but his winning phrase was, "I'll make the future that Zero promises a reality." That's another thing about that game. There are certain phrases that are now like forever keyed as like, there are certain words that I can never get out of my mind from now until the end of time. Like, in the middle of a battle, Ramaral forgot to fight! Because that's what he says every time you shoot him down in combat. And my god, did I ever end up shooting down Ramaral a lot. So now, anytime someone mentions, like, forgetting to fight, or anything like that, I'm like, oh, in the middle of a battle, Ramaral forgot to fight! Doesn't mean anything to anyone else. It's just a joke for me. Oh, that's gonna be tough. Okay, can I bank it off that wall there? Not really, oh! Maybe. Oh. This will either work amazingly, or it's gonna fail terribly. Okay, perfect. It wasn't a nice shot. No! Oh! Didn't end up how I expected it to, but it still worked. Yes. I also could have tried doing a drop shot in front of it, but again, with this one, you can't really rely on a ball rolling forward. Like, in that kind of situation, generally your best bet is to do a high angle shot with, you know, minimal amount of power with a lot of topspin, so it'll go up, hit the ground, change colors, and then start, like, just zooming forward. You don't want to get too close from your first hit, because it'll start repelling away from it, because it's not the right orientation. But you don't want it to be too far, because if it hits and if it bounces an even number of times instead of an odd number of times, it'll still be the wrong color. It's tricky. It's real tricky. Which is, again, why I like Speedo so much than other, like, golf minigames and golf games. Like, the whole, like, changing the polarity of it every time it hits a wall or bounces really adds a whole layer of strategy to it. Like, I would love to make a real life Spheda, like a golf with magnets involved like this, but that would be functionally impossible. Like, to make it so that your ball reverses polarity every time it bounces. Like, it's... No, I can't think of a way to make it work. Like, it's technically possible? Technically? Like, I can think of ways that could happen, but oh my god, to make it work in, like, a golf setting? No, that's functionally impossible. Oh, sweet. Finny Frenzy.
The fishing contest.
The Finny Frenzy.
Finny Frenzy?
Yes, the Finny
That's
Frenzy.
right. Contestants race their fish of choice to see which one is the fastest.
Great idea, Mayor. You outdid yourself this year.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Mayor. By the way, Mayor, why do you only come back every couple of months? Yeah. And that's the reason why there's 10 in-game days between fishing contests. Because there's 3 days for catching fish. So, 7 days before the next fishing contest is announced, essentially. And in between that, there's the Finny Frenzy. Oh no, not Monica. Grandpa. I'm a big old samurai. Red, black, and blue, all the colors of the sky. Yeah! Oh, hey. Oh, wow, Sea Serpent went down easy. I mean, guess because the samurai blades are lightning and scale aspected mostly, I think. Yeah. And beast. Oh my god, that triple threat of damage. Fucking... oh man. Yep. They're made for cutting sashimi, that's for certain. I completely forget about what I was talking about now. There's probably Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. Yes, because I was talking about their vocal clips, and Ralph forgot to fight. Yeah, there was a really fun, well, to me, fun mechanic in the mission mode called Friendship, where if you completed a mission where, another character was on your side for that mission, your friendship with them would go up. And if you shot someone down, your friendship with them would go down. And you would get certain, like, cutscenes from characters when their friendship was high enough, and there was a couple other benefits to it, I don't really remember. Mostly, it was just something I obsessed over, was getting everyone to the max friendship. And each character had individual friendship meters, by which I mean each character you choose to play as in mission mode has their own individual friendship scale that only changes when you're playing as that character. I think. It might have changed if you played as that character, but I don't think it did. I think they were completely separate to different mission characters. Like, obviously, each individual pilot, like, you could play either on the same side or shoot down, had their own friendship rating. But I'm pretty sure that that didn't carry over between different characters, like, in mission mode. Like, it wasn't a mission mode wide thing. It was just, this is your relationship with this pilot when you are playing as Hero Yui. When you're playing as that pilot, that doesn't mean Hero's your friend. That's not how that works. Oh, man. So I spent so much time just grinding out friendship. Just because I wanted to. I found it a fun little metric while I was grinding other things. I didn't mean to level that. Right. Who do I have as my... Gerald. Let's... I guess... I didn't really plan this well. Yeah, I guess I'll grind this up to use as a synth sphere. Oh! That's the worst kind of trap chest. An empty one. I don't need more speed of clubs. I mean, unless it was one I don't already have, like the Albatross. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely power level this since it's got to be turned into a synth sphere now. Doesn't have any points left. I mean, I guess I could try hitting things with this wrench. See how well it does, but I think it'll be pretty underwhelming. And underpowered. Oh, yeah. Did I already get the Luna Shell piece? I did. Luna Stone piece, rather. Luna Stone piece for the shell. I forget, do I have ABS Plus on this? That is... I do not. I will put a bandit coin on it. And an absorption coin. Because why not? Alright. See? It's already paying off. That is destruction crystal. I already have like 100 destruction crystals, but beside the point. Anyways, yeah. The moral of our story today, kids, is I love Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2, and I'm probably going to play Drakengard for one of my next streams. I don't know if it'll be the one I play after Dark Cloud 2, or the one I play after Shin Megami Tensei. It might be the one I play after Shin Megami Tensei. Because that one's looking like it's going to wrap up before this one. I don't know. Depends on how I'm feeling.
Alright, that takes care of you guys.
Like, there's all kinds of different games I want to stream. Mostly because... Oh, wow, 10 minutes exactly? Damn. Mostly because streaming is a good excuse for me to actually finish games. There's so many games that I've gotten most of the way through, but I don't finish. Whereas I will feel bad about doing that when it comes to actually producing content. So that's an actual incentive for me to finish games. Honestly, Final Fantasy 14 is another game for that, but nah, I'm more comfortable streaming retro games than something like Final Fantasy 14, where I would probably actually get viewers and or competition. So I'm fine with just playing games where someone might see my stream and be like, oh hey, someone's streaming that game, I'll check it out. That's where I live. Monica's sword. Well, I already looked at that, but whatever. I thought I killed you, Zappy. What was that? Oh, it's a sphere now. I can almost turn it into a synth sphere. Where the fuck? Did not realize it did that. Totally forgot that that was a thing. Oh, still alive. Next time I get an XP stone, it's going on that armlet. More efficient grinding. Gives a whole 20% increase to XP. I mean, it's ABS, but it's XP. You can call it whatever you want. It's the points that go up when you kill someone. No more monsters in here. Alright. Oh wow, that absorption already paid off. It started paying off. You see that fucking 12 HP increase from that hit? Oh, I guess you can't absorb HP from mimics? Is that a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. No, my sword. Maybe you just have to be a certain distance from the enemy when you hit them with that? Yeah. He's distance-based, I guess. Or it only activates sometimes? What the fuck? I don't understand how the absorb mechanic works. Oh, wait. That +5. Alright. Alrighty, right. What does a bell trigger need to... It needs smash, beast, and scale.
guess I'll put in an absorb coin, a bandit coin, and 7 of smash, beast, and scale. I mean, that's enough to build this up. Which I could do. I could build it up and then turn the magic gun plus 5 into a synth sphere. I guess that's fine, yeah. We'll do that. Oh, I need 25 of each of those. Alright.
Looks like it got 'em all.
Geostone. Pass. And we're coming up on the end of the stream, so let's just go back and do some geostone work. Some diorama work, rather, as it was. And then tomorrow we'll do the boss of this area and move on to the next chapter. You notice how much shorter this chapter was than the last one? Gotta make item stairs, windmill, lunastone light, lunastone lights placed is a condition, and a windmill placed. Oh, yeah, huh. I guess it's only Rainbow Butterfly Woods that has geostones down the star path. Or at least geostones that have analysis points to them, because that's weird. Do I need anyone to live in? No, you just need the 2 extra houses. It was just Claire and Donnie that live here. Alright. Alright, so Luna Lab Restored requires us to finish the chapter, which also is required for all 3 of the other things. Okay. But I can do the other things, the Lunastone lights and the windmill. Lights and a windmill. Can I place the windmill in the water? Oh, I didn't think so. Oh, there's barely enough room here. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just. There you go, Claire. Now you don't gotta be afraid of the dark. Oh, that's still not 80 culture points, though. What else can I place? Well, I could make 3 more of these. What is that for culture? 68 still. Oh. Maybe I'll mess around with that later. First. And milk. Feather. The windmill itself, is it? Alright. Oh, what about inside of the windmill? What? It can't go in the windmill! Well, now let's just ask Donnie for what other scoops. Enter the house. Yo, Donnie! I wonder if the secret base is okay. Wish I could ask someone to check it out, but secret, you know? Ooh, we got 3 new scoops. Knew you had it in you. And I got a new outfit for Max. Ugh, that looks stupid. Yeah. It's the shorts that make me say that. Yeah, no, that looks stupid. I'd rather his shitty overalls with the patch. Or to buy anything. I don't sell stuff. Look at that magic percent there. Since I can use it. I mean, I guess I could wear it and then sell my denim overalls. Just open up a inventory slot, but I'll just sell a turkey. I've got some inventory space opened up. I'll be fine. I just don't want to sell this in case I can't get it again. I don't want to sell or use any of these, because these are important. Like I said, there's that one guy I need to get 3 diamonds to get a fucking card transformation ticket. I could sell some of these weapons, I guess. I don't really use the cannonball armor. Other than that, it's all weapons. I guess I could sell the stone baby. I don't really need that. Same with gooey peaches. Definitely don't need any more bananas. And all these amulets, I could sell them. I don't like not having one of every item. It irks me. It's against my way. I can sell most of my treasure chests. Just keeping one in there. That is normal for me. Alright. Let's just save up and call it there for tonight. As always, I hope you had a good time watching. And other than that, try not to let any demons possess you while you sleep. Goodbye.